Wondering what you could do in Marina Bay Sands? Hi Kamis, it's me. Visited me Marina Bay Sands in Singapore. But first, let me find my way to MBS. When we arrived here in MBS Singapore, I was so amazed by the curved architectural structure of the hotel towers with many shops open. It is known to be Southeast Asia's largest selection of luxury, fashion, watches, and jewelry. I got to visit one of the most popular cafes in Singapore called Angelina. Then I brought home their French tea room's famed La Fricaine hot chocolate. Then we had the Sampan ride for 30 minutes. The Sampan boat is inspired by the small wooden skiffs that once filled the Singapore River at the height of its trading activity. The rowers paddled down the canal to explore the shops at MBS and the Rain Oculus, an eco-friendly art installation comprising a 22-meter wide acrylic bowl that collects the rainwater that fills the canal and an hourly water cascade that releases 22,000 liters of water per minute from a skylight 2 stories overhead. This ride is priced at $15 per person when booked on-site or 655 pesos per person in Klook. Use my Klook code MichelleJDClook for 5% off more. Fun fact, they also have an event space here of 120,000 square meters called Sands Expo and Convention Center. MBS offers a variety of attractions too, such as the Marina Bay Sands SkyPark observation deck. It's a popular spot for tourists and locals alike, located on the 57th floor, particularly for capturing photos and enjoying the sunset or city lights. This large observation deck perched above 3 towers is 200 meters above the ground. You can see here the panoramic views of Singapore's cityscape, including iconic landmarks like Gardens by the Bay, sculptures of the Super Tree Grove, and the city's transformation itself, including Singapore's progress through a blueprint map. I love all the photos I captured here. Book this activity at Klook for as low as 1,527 pesos. Use my Klook code MichelleJDClook for 5% off more. Then we went down the elevator and went off to the other side to see the Art Science Museum. It is located within the Marina Bay Sands complex and is easily recognized by its iconic lotus-shaped design with 10 irregular petals, which is designed by world-renowned architect Moshe Safdie. The museum focuses on the connections between art and science through high-tech exhibits that push disciplinary boundaries. One of the exhibits is this future world where art meets science. It is a fully immersive 1,500 square meter digital universe divided into 15 art installations. Upon entering the room, you'll see the Universe of Water Particles exhibit, where there are computer-generated water particles and streams at your feet. These are all cascaded down the virtual wall with plenty of colorful flowers blossoming right in front of our eyes. They also have motion sensors, and the rain will actually be modified when we step on the floor or go near to the wall, so be creative with your poses. Then this is the flowers and people cannot be controlled but live together. We'll find flowers blooming around the spot that we're standing on. The backdrop changes at random and features different types of flowers and even a waterfall. On the other end, there's the scientific data derived for the World Wildlife Foundation called 100 Year Sea Animation Diorama that depicts what the world's rising sea levels of 100 years would look like in 10 minutes. For the young at heart, be sure to take a ride on sliding through the fruit filled with lots of flowers and fruits. Once you slide down, you will see the sketch aquarium with other artworks floating. So cute! To create, we gathered in the coloring section, got crayons and colored sea creatures, then wrote our names. After that, we scanned the paper and the artwork will be transferred onto a virtual aquarium on the wall. Look, it's me, seahorse! Touch the fish and see it swim away. It can swim underwater or with the sky and sea vehicles. The whole space is full of creativity and interactive activities that make you feel like a kid again. Another cool activity for me was this rope walking. Even though you're only a foot off the ground, the room is completely dark with stars projected all around you, so it feels like you're floating in space. It was so convincing that I had to keep reminding myself that I wasn't actually up high. Then across the is this beautiful crystal universe made of 170,000 hanging LED lights all across the high ceiling room. It uses interactive 4D vision technology which transports you visually from blank space into a galaxy of lights. This museum is perfect for solo, dates, and hangouts. Overall, I would rate this experience an 8 out of 10. Let's explore all the installations next time again. Book this activity at Klook for as low as 1,159 pesos. Use my Klook code MichelleJDKlook for 5% off to this activity. Then we also tried Bread Street Kitchen by Gordon Ramsay. Its design is more of an industrial warehouse, restaurant, and bar with a waterfront space, modeled after its London counterpart. They offer both indoor and outdoor dining with spectacular views of the Marina Bay. Before going here, we had to make a reservation. They offer a British European menu, but for us, we have set our eyes to try their comforting classic, which is the Beef Wellington 3-course set meal. Though while waiting for 45 minutes, they serve us complimentary focaccia bread. First course was the appetizer with the choice of beef or sea bass carpaccio. I chose beef. There were pickled capers and dill sauce, sweet and sour yet creamy. And the main star is this Beef Wellington, tender and well-marinated beef. The mushroom duxelle is finely chopped for an earthy taste, all wrapped around this flaky yet crispy pastry. It's really a good one, especially with a citrusy salad, carrots, and potatoes. I separated it because I don't eat these vegetables. The course ended with a sticky toffee pudding, which has a rich pudding and creamy ice cream with a hint of caramel. Not too sweet, it sets apart from the others because of how strong the flavors are. This was priced at 98 Singaporean dollars, which is really high. Something I would try again if I'm feeling bougie, but the overall quality of food is top-notch too. Everything was served in consistency, the views and ambience were nice, then the servers attend to our needs and keep on serving water, which is uncommon here in Singapore. So I'm really thankful for that. Overall, I would rate this dining experience a 9 out of 10. We'll try the other dishes next time. After that, we got matcha latte in Origin Plus Bloom in the ground floor. Then we got out of the MBS building. I was so amazed by this big dome with stunning glass design. This is the Apple store here, very unique because of the 360-degree scenery. Wow, you could even see the merlion over there. I thought we could enter through the pathway here, but we have to go back to the MBS building to actually enter. Once you get in the basement store, you'll see the Apple product models lined up for sale. But is there actually more? Yes, the escalator is really deep here. When you go up, you'll realize why this store is shaped like a dome. We got to the top and reached their photo workshop. We learned a lot about the right iPhone camera settings, then took lots of pictures because look at how nice the city view is. Chilled for a bit before we headed down to the event plaza on the first floor of the shops at Marina Bay Sands. Wow, just in time, it is already sunset and I really appreciate the city views featuring the bay, Louis Vuitton, and more. We watched until the city lights were now open. It was so bright and I could see the beautiful Marina Bay Sands. And finally, their light and water show called Spectra started. This free 15-minute show is on top of Singapore's night attractions list, which happens every day at 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. with an extra show of 10 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. There are choreographed fountains, lava, and mist effects, an orchestral soundtrack, and a 12-meter high glass prism centerpiece as the heartbeat of the show. If you are a Swiftie and want to watch a full fountain show, I've linked the video below for you to enjoy it with me too. Afterwards, we took the train to Novena Station to dine at the famous TungLok Restaurant. My cousins invited me over to try their spinach bean curd with cauliflower and mushrooms at $18.80. This one's flavorful. Then the stars of the night were this sweet yet spicy fresh Singapore chili crab sold at market price and whole Peking duck served in 3 ways at 98 Singaporean dollars. Peking duck is okay, lots of fat, but has tender meat, crispy skin, and many sides or sauces, so try it out with the duck. Then we had some mantau and pan-fried red bean pancake at 12.80 Singaporean dollars. These were all good at a rating of 7 out of 10. Then we took the bus going back to the Hotel Bencoolen in Bugis. I'll make a review on the hotel, so stay tuned. Recently, I've also posted about the Space and Time Cube Plus Museum Manila and the Dessert Museum in the Philippines. We went a tour around the museum, which are both in Esmaison, Philippines. Check out my previous videos for the Dessert Museum's full updated tour review, rates and promos, and the Space and Time Cube Plus Museum full updated tour reviews, rates and promos too. Feel free to use my Klook 5% off discount code to any hotels, vacations, tours, activities, and dining worldwide. Updated code is in this video's description below. Before we end this vlog, what do you think about these activities in Marina Bay Sands? Comment down below and let me know your other suggestions. If you want to watch my other visit experiences, check out my other Visit With Me vlogs too. Hope to see you again, kamis, in my next videos on my recipes, restaurant and staycation ratings, travel vlogs, lifestyle, music, and art.